So this is the XAUUSD analysis for Tuesday the 14th of November. Now, let's just have a look where prices have gone. So we saw this very strong bearish candle here, breaking down from a support at 1284. We did see the strong bearishness breaking down from the 1284 all the way back down to an area where we did see support previously in around at 1273. Now we've had this retracement. This retracement does appear somewhat weak, and we have come up into this 1279, this weekly pivot, where we have had selling momentum before. He has acted as resistance in the past. We do seem to have stalled in around at 1273. So the fact that we had this very strong bearish momentum, the fact that the retracement has been somewhat weak, in that it has taken a long time to retrace a pretty small distance, and he has not been quick in its retracement, and the fact that we have come into support and we have stalled again, and we do look poised to turn around. So the retracement, we do appear to be turning around, so we'll be targeting again down these levels at 1273, but we may actually go below that. So we'll be looking at prices turning around all the way possibly back down to even below this 1273, possibly looking at prices coming all the way down to this 12, essentially it was at 1266. 1266. I'm in around that 1268, 1266 zone, so we could potentially see prices turn around from here all the way back down into this zone as 1266, 1278. Ultimately, 1266 is the far end of the zone. 1268 is rather more conservative, but at 1266, I'll stick with 1266. So in around this 1266, could potentially see if we do get the bearish continuation. We're looking for price coming out of 1266. If we do continue, if there is momentum that takes us below this 1273 as well, 1266 will be our target. Now, if we do instead see just a retracement down to this 1270, well, 1276 or 1273, and we do see bullish continuation from in around there, so say we would have our first test of that level, second test, and a third test, and it does hold. Further upside momentum, we'll be targeting in around at 1284, beyond which, let's just, sorry about that, let's just have a look. Yep, there we go. So we'll just grab the pen, and as you can see, so if we do turn around, go down to say 1273, find support, upside momentum, we'll be looking at 1284, where we do see opportunities for sells if the market does stall and does appear to be turning around. If we do break about 1284, we'll be looking for possibly prices trading through 1284, depending how if we do have a strong break or not, consolidating or just a retest before further upside continuation. Further upside continuation, we're looking for 1296 to the upside. I can't imagine price will get much beyond 1296 here on the 14th to the upside, and I wouldn't expect price to get all the way down to this 12. Where's that? $14. I wouldn't anticipate prices getting all the way down to this very next major level in and around this 1263 for potential buying opportunities. So as we can see here, we have traded out of just slightly above the zone of 1284 and 1263. As you can see here, we've not held that level, so we have traded above this 1284. We've seen selling back into the channel, into this range, well, into this range actually, into this trading range again. We've traded above it, and we've had a series of lower highs. Then strong selling momentum has come back into the market to take us back into this trading range between 1263 and 1284. So in the middle of the range, around that 1273 mark. So if we do see momentum continuation all the way down to 1273, we may see buy momentum to take us back to the top of the channel, possibly break, retest before moving all the way up to 1296. On the other hand, as we have turned around at this weekly pivot at 1279, we may not see much of a reaction if we do have strong momentum break to the downside below this 1273 before we targeting that to 1266, which is $3 above this major level of 1263. So 1266 and for a potential buying opportunity. So we're just going to have a look at the daily and weekly time frame before wrapping up here. So if we go over to the daily time frame, let's get the scale on this chart correct. On this daily time frame, well, we did have let's just grab the pen. We did have what appeared to be a bit of a double bottom in around 1263. This price action over here was somewhat bullish in the case of, due to the fact that we did see prices moving continuously closing higher, even though we have had a few retracements in the past. The move to the upside has been somewhat weak, and what do I mean by that? If you look at the comparison over here on the left, this move to the downside is pretty clear. On these daily candles, we've had more bearish candles covering a greater ground over a shorter period of time, whereas this to the right, just to the right here, again, the degree of indecisiveness, not much ground covered over possibly even a longer period of time. So there was a degree of caution in the prices and by market participants. Bulls weren't very confident, and the bears also. It was just likely a case of that's non-commitment by either side, whether it's the bulls or the bears. So we didn't get much direction in the market. We didn't get a strong move either to the upside or the downside, or there might have just been a pretty even battle between the two. There wasn't one particular group in control. So over here to the left again, we've got another strong example. Prices consistently closing bullishly, and we've covered quite a bit of ground over a short period of time again. It is can be seen there again, over there, whereas this has been a somewhat slightly, even though sloping upwards range, even though it has been almost in a range, but we have been slightly trending to the upside, not very strong trend. So we do appear to have found that resistance in around at 1284, this major level, and we do look poised for another test all the way back, possibly down to very far end of the range, or possibly that's 1263. And we might have this 200 period moving average acting as a confluence for a potential bounce in prices from that 1263. And we've also got a 400 period moving average pretty close by as well. So 1263 does appear to be a very key level where we would likely see some buying momentum come back into the market. Now, we have had our highs there and our lower highs. So overall, that was bearish for the market, but more recently we've had a double bottom, and we've had a just at that level there. But the momentum has not really come into the market. So from this double bottom here, we've not seen much strong bullish momentum. It doesn't appear that there was a lot of bulls hanging around that level. So it might just be a sympathy rally at the moment from this level all the way up to 1284. So we might come back down in light of the most recent trend. So I'm just trying to keep this video as concise as possible. So we'll just go to the weekly chart before wrapping up here. So if you just grab the pen and we'll just have a look at the weekly chart. So we've got our lows there, got higher lows, got a high, possibly lower high there. And again, these candles are somewhat indecisive. They've got small bodies, wicks to both the upside and the downside. It shows that there has been a sorry about that. There has been a degree of indecisiveness in the market over the past couple of weeks now, in and around this zone, in around the upper end of the zone, in around at 1284. We have not seen very strong momentum closing at or above the zone, so we do have to exercise a degree of caution in our bullishness, even though we do appears to be supported for a bullish continuation. Despite the fact that we have seen a selling momentum come in at 1357. So that should wrap up the XAUUSD analysis. XAUUSD, also known as gold. So before I go, LCS, like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.